Grieving can be very different from person to person, just like any mental illness or any experience that the person has can be very different from your own. Many people have different sides of the spectrum, and for grief can vary very much from what stages the grieving process the person is going through, or what they are grieving, being family members, loved ones, a person dearest to their heart, or even themselves. You can grieve yourself. And I want to talk about a person or a character that is defined by her grief of a person who was so dear to her heart, she crumbled the moment that that person died. Yeah, this is another 86 video, like you can see in the title. This is another 86 video, and as a show that has to do a lot with grief and survival skills, I want to reiterate that Anju is a character that is defined a lot by her grief of a particular character and her love for that person. She is defined a lot by love. Her grief is very special, is kind of different from the other 86. So yeah, let's get this video started. Hello everyone, my name is Alex. I am a psychologist and welcome to the Psychoanalysing YouTube channel. Like I said in the intro of this video, today we are talking about Anju. Anju Emma she's simple but also has a lot of layers like any other character. Also, if you are hearing a lot of noise outside, it's because it's kind of noisy. It's like 8 a.m. I love Anju so much. She represents a lot of femininity, and she represents the inner strength of a woman who has lost so much. She has suffered so much. She comes from a place that was ripped apart the moment that the war started. Her father abandoned her and her mother when the war started, when that command from the higher ups of the Republic was installed and all the other Colorado were pushed aside into the concentration camps. Even though Anju and her mom are very much Alba, they have blue eyes. They have a recessive gene of an ancestor that gave them the blue eyes. And so when the time came for the 86 to be pushed into the concentration camps outside of the Republic, Anju and her mom were also there because of their eyes. Her father didn't do anything. He just let the military police take them away, and this marked a lot in Anju's character. She became to be, even though she doesn't resent the Alba, she became very fearful of abandonment. This is exacerbated by the fact that her mom died of an illness when she was very young, because of course the camps were not the best place for people who were sick. And this is very much a very deep fear that she carries all throughout the anime and even the light novels, because she is so afraid of abandonment, of being left behind. She even suffered a lot of abuse from fellow 86ers because of her mostly Alba blood, because she has the silver bluish hair of an Alba. She suffered so much physical abuse. She even has a very deep red scar in her back that she is afraid anyone will see. It's something that she is very ashamed of. And if you want to know what the scar is, it's this, because Jesus Christ. The kids on the 86 were very ruthless with anyone that shared Alba blood or Imperial blood, like in the case of Shin. Anju, because of the fear of anyone seeing her scar and the shame that came with it, began to grow her hair and also became very afraid of even bathing in public or playing in the water, removing her shirt or any piece that would reveal her scar. And this, of course, came to somehow end when she meets Daya. Daya is somehow like Anju's love interest, but also her best friend. They met when they were assigned for their very first squadron. They've been together ever since they were very young. They survived the 86th district very much since the beginning, all the way until they are assigned for the Spearhead Squadron. They were inseparable to the point that they developed feelings for one another. Even their call signs, Anju being Snow Witch, representing her very cold, ruthless demeanor when she fights. Even Daya having the call sign Black Dog, representing him as like the familiar of the witch. These two were very inseparable. They were best friends, and also they had feelings for one another to the point that Daya never actually hid his feelings for Anju. He's very lover boy about her, and she wanted to confess her feelings for him. And of course, because this is 86 and we can have nice things, Daya ended up leaving this world in a place of glory. Literally, he exploded, and Anju was left with a lot of deep feelings about this. She began to grieve, but her grief came with suppression. She wanted to suppress her feelings, like Shin says to Lena. Anju tends to hide her feelings, her true feelings, deep inside until they explode, because she doesn't want to burden anyone with her feelings. And so when Lena, because she wanted the 86 to experience beautiful things again, she sent fireworks because of the Revolution Festival. And Anju, seeing these fireworks, actually she starts crying and letting out all of her grief and all of her pain of losing Daya, because ultimately she never got to actually express her feelings. She never actually confessed. And they were actually very cute together. They shared dreams, and Daya wanted Anju to be happy. He knew that she hid her scars, and he often reminds Anju how beautiful her hair is and how beautiful she is. Wanted to show her all the beautiful things in the world when they survived. I'm very emotional, okay? I'm in so much pain. So this brings us to Core 2, when they are rescued by the Gaia Federation and they began to try to experience a normal life. Anju takes on, of course, of baking because she loves cooking, and she begins to have baking and cooking lessons. This is also exacerbated by the fact that during the conversation with Tio, we see that Anju is trying to think about the future, but she can't. She is trying. And in that moment, even in the background, you can see like two figures that look eerily like Anju and Daya in a date, and with Anju having a very sad expression talking about never actually thinking about the future. She doesn't want to think about a future without the person she actually loved. And so we get to the light novels. A bit about Anju's personality also is that, like I said, she's very ruthless when she fights. She's normally very calm, very demure, very kind, but she is ruthless when she is angry. We first see this when Daya and the others wanted to pick on the girls when they were cleaning the clothes in the river, and they just beat the hell out of them when they found out that they were picking. And her expression is very scary when she's mad. And also she is able to judo throw a grown-ass man into the concrete. So yeah, do not mess with Anju when she's mad. This brings us to the man that was judo thrown. We have Dustin. Dustin is also an alpha like Annette and Lena. He wanted to be part of the 86 strike package. Like Lena and Annette, he wanted to do something. He was friends with 86 when he was younger, before this whole war started. And he wanted to do something. He wanted to make a change. And so when the Legion invaded the Republic, he voluntarily wanted to be part of this squadron. Dustin is a very interesting character, but this is not a Dustin video, this is an Anju video. Anju, when they first met, of course, aside from the judo throw, she noticed that he actually became attracted to her. Dustin does not hide the fact that he is attracted to Anju and likes her, and this culminates in what is one of my favorite Anju and Dustin scenes when they are trapped in a cabin in Gracia, and she expressed that she doesn't want to move on from her first love, from Daya, because she is afraid. She's afraid that all of these memories will fade. Her fear of being abandoned comes full swing here, that she doesn't want to move on. She doesn't want to forget about Daya and the love she feels from him. So she doesn't want to see Dustin as a love interest, even though it's very obvious that she has some form of attraction to Dustin's dorky nature. And Dustin respects that. Dustin is a gentleman. Everyone has to be more like Dustin. And throughout the volumes, we see that Anju is becoming very, very conflicted on her feelings for Dustin, because she's still in the process of grief. She's in a very deep denial, but she also starts having feelings for Dustin, and she keeps denying this happiness, this chance of moving forward and having a future. Remember, like I said, she tends to bottle up her feelings, her true feelings deep inside her, and this is one of these. She doesn't communicate her feelings. She keeps pushing Dustin away because she's afraid. She's very deeply afraid this new possibility is presenting itself. But of course, in volume 7, after they dance, she realizes that everyone around her, like Sheen and Theo in volume 8, starts to gradually move on, starts trying to find something that they love, and starts opening up the possibility of a future. And Anju realizes that even though she will never forget about her first love, about Daya, she can't deny anymore that Dustin is very sweet, and she starts gradually opening up to him about the possibility of a future together, even though she doesn't outright say this. They even go on dates and stuff. I just love Anju and her relationship with the two people sorry about that, with the two people that she has grown attached to. And yeah, a recommendation for anyone that is dealing with grief of a loved one and how to move on if you want to find another person after that loss. One of the most important things is communication. Test the waters, see that if you and that other person are compatible, you want to actually be together. One of the most important things is first go through the grieving process. Do not get stuck in just one of the stages of grief. It's a very slow process, but you have to gradually work throughout. And if you get a partner, try to make them understand and open up about your grief, about that other person. If that person, the person that you are seeing, is understanding, they can help you get through it. This is very shown with Dustin and Anju, because from the very beginning they actually they communicate about what they mean to each other. Of course, Dustin is very open about his feelings, and Anju, because of Dustin's very sincere and kind nature, becomes very open about what this means for them. And over time, of course, because of this communication, they became very close. The relationship right now in the light novels is kind of like they are together, but they haven't confessed. It's very clear for the audience, and also everyone in the strike package knows that there's something there. Jean threatened Dustin with a shovel and also a pie to their face. So yeah, they're basically like together, but they haven't confessed. There's that. They're together in my heart. This is an Anju video, but also a relationship video. If you're dealing with grief of someone that you love, please be considerate. Talk to your other partner about what you're feeling, and also talk to your friends. So yeah, this is Alex, and I'll see you in another video. Thanks for watching. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this, for more content on 86 and other anime. Last week I talked about social anxiety in Bocchi the Rock. I want to continue with that series in the future when I finish 86. So yeah, I'll see you in another one. Take care. Bye bye.